I'm leaving the UK at 21 years old, and it's not because I hate the country or anything like that. It's just because I need to grow, and the UK being here was holding me back. I realized that I needed to move countries in order to be the person I'm trying to be. I needed a new environment in order to obtain and put on the new identity of being an entrepreneur. I think it was a good reset point. And I think it's harder to grow when you're surrounded by the same environment and the same people that you were before that growth point, before that decision to grow. I think it just signifies a change, and in your mindset, it helps you to recognize that this is going to be how it's going to be, and this is what change is going to happen. Whereas if I was stayed here, the changes that I desire would be harder to come by because I'd still be hanging around with the same people in the same environment, in the same room. Moving to another country will also force me to be more disciplined and be more focused on my goals, because I know there's a point when I'm coming back to England and it will be embarrassing if I've not achieved what I've set out to achieve. Obviously, as part of moving countries, I want to travel, I want to experience new experiences. If that's a thing, experience new experiences. But I know it sounds cliche, but I want to experience new cultures, new people, new languages, and it's exciting, right? Being in another country, moving, helps you to force personal development quicker, right? Because you're getting used to this new environment, these new people, you have to make friends quicker, right? You can take on the new the figurative new personality, the new person that you're trying to be, and you can embody that without the existing people that you know applying their idea of you, because that's how you've always been, right? These new people that you're meeting, they don't know who you are. So if suddenly you're confident, then well, you're confident, right? Whereas if back with your existing friends, suddenly you become confident overnight, they'll think it's weird. They'll be like, well, why are you confident? You might have been shy. But if that's how you're trying to be in the future, these new people, they'll just see you as being confident, right? So there's less social barriers to becoming who you want to be. I think also part of it was seizing the opportunity for me. My brother lives there, so I had the opportunity to go over there. I have enough money to go, and my accommodation is handled as well because I'll be living with my brother. So, you know, it makes sense. I know not everybody's as lucky as I am to have this opportunity, so I wanted to make the most of it. And I also thought, like, well, if I don't go now, then when will I go? You know, I'm 21. I have no responsibilities to a certain extent. I've always wanted to build my own business. Why? If I didn't do it now, when am I going to do it? When am I going to have a better time to do it? And that's been repeated to me by other people, by older people, saying they wish they had done something that I'm doing, something similar to what I'm doing back when they were younger. I think the lower cost of living is also a massive selling point for me. I think if you live in the UK, you know that everything is so expensive. Every week it feels like shopping gets more expensive. Yeah, you know what it's like here. So if I was living in England, you know, my living expenses might be £1,000 a month, something like that. Whereas out there in Guatemala, which is where I'm moving to, especially because my rent is covered by my brother, it's probably going to be like £300, you know, £200 for food, and then £100 for just other, you know, gym membership, fighting gym membership. So it's just so much cheaper. And what that allows me to do with this business I'm setting up, that allows me to have a longer runway. My savings will go way further over there, which means that I'll have a lot more time, a lot bigger safety net to make mistakes and build a good business rather than having to rush it whilst I'm living in England. This is sort of a secondary point, but obviously the weather and the lifestyle is a big selling point. You know, over there, it's, you know, it's the coldest it is 18 degrees. And then other times, you know, it's 25, 26, 27, 28. So for me, the sun makes me so much happier. Obviously, you're getting vitamin D and the days are longer. I think we all know, living in the UK, you go to work, it's dark, then you come back from work and it's dark. You just get no vitamin D. So it'll be great to have that lifestyle where the days are longer and I can do activities, because the things that make me happy is working on my business and doing physical activities. So having the sun out for longer will help me be happier, I think. Not that I'm not happy here. And one of the final points of why I'm moving is it's not a main point now, but I think it might be in the future. It's just because of taxes, right? I think we all know that taxes are just a part of life. You need to pay taxes to have working services. But, you know, with what's been going on recently, everything's getting more expensive. Plus, on top of that, we're getting taxed more than we have since World War II, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me, but I think I'm correct in saying that. And it just feels like if I work hard, I build a great business and I start raking in a lot of money, I feel like I'm going to be penalized massively for being successful. Whereas in these other countries, for example, Dubai, Guatemala has got 5% tax. You're just not punished as hard, right? Obviously, you don't have the welfare state, etc. But at the end of the day, I'd rather keep more of my money if I have a choice. So that's sort of in the back of my mind as well. Eventually, when the business is working well, it would be nice to not have to pay loads of taxes. Now, finally, just before I close out, I just want to say that I understand that not everybody gets this opportunity. So I want to make the most of moving out of the UK. I'm leaving for 6 months and maybe longer if things go well. So I know how lucky I am to have this opportunity and I'm not going to waste it. Please remember to subscribe if you enjoy this content. Things are going to get a lot more exciting in the future. And if you want to see me grow, I'll keep you updated along the way. So yeah, subscribe.